today is my birthday. It is my 34th turn around the sun, which is so weird. It's so surreal to say that. And it doesn't feel like any time has passed this year. It just feels like it feels like I just had my birthday party last year. We started a tradition last year where we do a Greek fest, my friends and I, for my birthday. And I was definitely Greek in a past life, and I love Greek food, and I've spent some time in Greece and I love it. And so that's just become a new tradition for us. I thought that because it is my birthday today and I'm just chilling at home, and I thought it would be cool to do a life update in terms of what I've been doing and kind of where I am at spiritually, to kind of foreshadow what's about to happen with myself and my channel in the new year in 2023. My birthday is in December, so the new year is just a couple of weeks away. I've gone through a lot in the last 6 months that has really catapulted me into this new phase of my life, and I feel like good things are gonna happen in 2023. I've actually been in a dark night for quite a long time, probably about 6 years, and I'm feeling like I'm coming out of that, and so I want to talk about the last 6 months and what that's been like. And so I feel like I am in a place where I know myself better than ever. And so a lot of the things that I've been doing have been reflecting that. And also I've been a little bit backed up with some of my content that I haven't posted. My computer broke, and so I borrowed a friend's computer to do my actual day job, and so I wasn't able to edit my videos, so I'm a bit behind, but I think that's okay because I have some really cool stuff and transformations coming up on the channel. But 2023, I'm going to be releasing a lot more content about spiritual growth and awakening, and more head-on with witchcraft and things like that. I've been sharing mostly my journey up until this point, but one of my goals is to share those videos to help you learn the things that I've learned, and so I'm really excited about that. So let's jump into the first update, and it's the one I'm sure you've all been waiting for. What has Winnie been up to? And the cat that you just saw, that is Lily, Winnie's mom, his first mom, and she's not very friendly, but she loves a temptation. And so, and not just a temptation, she loves a lot of temptations. Winnie is out exploring right now, but I'm hoping that he'll hear the temptations and come running so you guys can see him. He is so beautiful, so precious, so cute and innocent, and he is just the sweetest, most sensitive cat. He is a divine feminine through and through. He's sensitive, but he's also very strong, and he is a savage in the yard. But he just has the sweetest personality. He literally behaves and looks like a giant kitten. And if you saw my video when I first got Winnie, when I adopted him, you saw that he was probably one of the cutest kittens that has ever graced this earth, and he is just still like that. He's just a big giant fluff ball, and he has his winter coat right now, and he's just a giant little fluff ball. It's so cute. He also has a naughty streak. He can be very naughty. Yeah, the other day I found him on my neighbor's roof. That was not very cool. He was grounded after that. One of the funniest updates about Winnie is that I ran into our neighbor, and they literally said, and this is a direct quote, "We saw Winnie last night trying to kill a black bear." They said they saw Winnie like stalking behind it and ready to pounce on the black bear. He's very bold. He's very bold. I just want to protect him in every way possible. He is doing very well. So my life update, like I mentioned, I have been really struggling through my dark night for the last like 6 years. I have gone through just one traumatic thing after the other, and I think it felt like I couldn't process or heal from the traumatic thing that happened before the next one happened, and I just constantly was going through these major upheavals. And just in the last maybe like 8 months, I feel like I've actually had the time and the space to sit with things, and I just feel like I know myself more than ever, and I've really kind of been doing things that make me really happy. So for example, one of the things that I've intentionally done recently is my best friend Anna and I rented horses for a couple months, and so we got to ride quite frequently lately, and that's been really awesome. And it just feels so nice to reconnect with horses. The horse is one of my power animals, and I have always ridden horses since I was a teenager. I started riding, but I had a fall a couple of years ago, and I just didn't have an opportunity to go riding since then, and so it feels good to start doing that, get back on the horse, if you will. I didn't have any fear around it, like I wasn't afraid to fall again, but it just felt good to begin reconnecting with horses again. And there were actually a lot of trials through all of this that I had to face in terms of the horses that we were riding and working with, and so I felt like I had to overcome specific parts of my frustration and specific areas of my trauma, and so it ended up being really good for me to do that. Horses have actually been a really big part of my journey. Actually, near the beginning of my dark night, I did a really special healing program with medicine horses, and with these specific medicine horses, we couldn't touch them because they're trained to work with your chakras. And I just remember being in a really dark place when I went to that event, and I remember a horse just came up to me and put its head on the chakra that I was really, really blocked in, and I remember I just like burst into tears, and I just didn't know that the horse was going to be able to see that in me. Horses are so powerful. It just felt really good to reconnect with horses again. One of the other things that has been really prevalent in my life in the last 6 months is the new moon. And a lot of things have been happening for me on new moons that have been very strong, pivotal parts in this phase of my awakening. And so yeah, the new moon has been a really big part of my life recently. It all kind of started at the new moon at the end of August. I actually think it was a Virgo new moon, and that's one of my signs. That's my rising. My friend Noelle, she asked me to marry her and her partner Dave, and it was the honor of a lifetime, and I married them in a traditional pagan hand fasting ceremony on the new moon. And it was really, really special. It was in this absolute magical fairy forest. There was this massive quartz crystal there, and I've led ceremonies before, but this was the biggest ceremony that I've led. There was about 100 people there, and it was like a spiritual initiation for me. I was able to really own my path in that moment, and it was just such an honor to be able to do this for my friends. I'm just so grateful that they gave me that opportunity. But that was kind of the first new moon that started all of these things for me. And so each new moon after that has been really wild. My cycle has been really synced with the new moon. I think it was like a new moon eclipse right after that was insane for me. And in menstruation, the first quarter of your cycle when you start bleeding is the new moon phase, and so to be cycling with the new moon since that spiritual initiation has been really telling for me. I've been forced to really look at things, but also feels like I'm shedding a part of my past and stepping into this new phase where I'm really owning myself, I'm owning my pain, and that's just kind of what it feels like. And so I feel like this year coming up, I'm just going to be in this newfound confidence, and that feels really good, and it feels really strange at the same time. This kind of leads me into my content for next year, because when I made the introduction video to my channel, I made it with Binks because he was one of my greatest inspirations for making videos about nature and about witchcraft, and then he died, and I feel like my content kind of shifted away from what my intention was. I was showing you my spiritual journey through vlogs. That's mostly what I've been doing, but my initial intention was to make more direct videos about different things like the dark night of the soul, what it means to spiritually awaken, what are the signs that you are spiritually awakening, what are the tools to help you through that, what are the different types of witchcraft, what are the different things that can help you connect with the truest parts of yourself. And I want to show you and use the things that I've done over these years to kind of show you the light and the shadow parts of this entire journey. And so next year my content is going to be including more direct videos on those topics to help support you. And so I just thought it was really important to share this part of my journey and where I'm at, and just because my intention for my channel was to use myself, my spiritual journey, as an example, and now I feel like I'm at this really important pivotal time where I'm able to use everything that I've gone through and everything that I've learned and turn it into content that you can learn from. And so that is what's coming up. One of my goals for 2023 is to share not just more direct spiritual and witchcraft things with you, but to share my physical space with more people, and that includes my enchanted forest. And I've gotten to a point where I feel good about that. I don't know, I was just really keeping it to myself, and now I can bring other witches into my circle and we can share it together on the Sabbats now that it feels like the right time to do that after all of these years. And so yeah, I just feel like there's so many great things coming for me in 2023, and I'm very excited about the direction of my channel for next year, and I really love this community that we have been creating together, and I'm really grateful for you. So please reach out, let me know what your goals are for 2023, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.